Hi, my name's Shifty Chunks. I am trying to complete all the chunk tasks on the RuneScape map. The difference between me and a traditional chunk man is I'm only giving myself 1 hour in each active chunk. If I'm able to complete the whole chunk, then that chunk becomes permanently unlocked and I can go back there anytime I am connected through other chunks that are active. So let's see how long this takes me to get the max cape.
Welcome back, everybody. All right, so we're back here. We still don't have a lobster pot on us, nor the level to fish lobsters, which is 40, I believe. 40. But that's okay. We're going to continue on with fire making. We got to get one more level there and then start on fletching. Once we get fletching done, this whole island is pretty much going to open up to us. Start the timer. Let's start burning logs. I've been thinking about it. I do want to keep these, but I don't think I really need them. Like, right now, mithril ore feels really rare, but eventually it's going to feel like I have way too much and I don't even want to get the coal for it, so I don't think I need that. I'm nowhere near close to using the gems. So I think for now, I'm going to keep dropping those until I have a better source, until I can have a better way to bank them. I'm going to keep these because restores will always be useful. I'm going to keep the runes because they're so expensive. Of this chunk, we have made a little more than 60% progress at getting level 60 fire making. So that means one more chunk and this will be done. Then it's on to the big grind, fletching. That one's gonna go slower, I think. Actually, let me just cut a long bow real quick. Because if it's more than 40 XP, it'll be faster. Ooh! Okay, just kidding. That's gonna be way slower. And I have to go way further because I think for you, I need 72 to make the shield. So that sucks. I genuinely thought, I was like, oh, maybe fletching will be more than 40 per log. And it won't be this slow. But no, 10 XP per log. It is faster. The actions are faster, which helps a little bit. But I don't think it's 4 times faster. So we're going to get a lot of woodcutting experience. So that's something. Down to the last 53 minutes. Whoa. That's not right. 53 seconds. I mean, I guess technically we're in the last 53 minutes, but that's not what I was trying to communicate. There we go. That is better. So, back to the teaks, mahoganies, or back to the cave with the skeleton that I can kill sometimes and more woodcutting fire making. Those are my 2 choices. Let us see where we're going. All right. Well, let's finish this fire making level up. I can't say I'm too excited to be back in this chunk, but I am excited to finish up this fire making level. It'd be really nice if I could survive the cave and work towards getting the rune scimitar at the fire giants, but I don't think I have any, especially without food, I don't think I have any way to do that yet. Because even if I could find a safe spot for the fire giant, the skeletons will keep tagging me. They don't hit too hard, but they do hit hard enough to where that's going to be a real problem. Got a random event. Ah, I don't want that. Hey, 60 fire making. That will be my last fire making for a good while. Gotta switch over to fletching now. It is 500 total level, which I know I've said it a lot, but I won't say it anymore. That is enough for Soul Wars. Now I'm getting 8 times as less. 8 times as less? 8 times less? I know I'm getting 8 times less XP doing fletching this way than I would be if I was doing firemaking, because I was getting 40 and now I'm getting 5. But not having to have a run of area to light the fires is actually kind of nice. I know it doesn't sound like that big of a deal, but the extra walking to make sure I'm in the correct area or going the right direction for it was taking a little bit of time. So I'm definitely not coming anywhere near close, but it is kind of a nice mental break from having to think about, okay, am I on the right side of things? Am I going to run into the wall? Do I have enough room? Do I need to move? That question being removed from my thought process has been, god damn it. pretty peaceful. Now, as long as I don't drop these, this is gonna kind of front load or back load the XP, I guess. I'm doing a lot of work now, but it's laying the groundwork for getting a lot of XP later, and I think that makes sense. Even though this is slower, at least in this chunk, I just need feathers and I need arrowheads, whether I do bronze or something other than broad, which I do intend to do eventually, but I have to get my Slayer level up to like 55 or something like that. Getting pretty close to another woodcutting level though. 61 woodcutting. That's 44. I'm hoping to get 46 before I end up back at the teaks, because that has a 46 obviously 46 requirement to make the stocks, and I don't think you can cut teaks into shafts. Well, 45 will be big for maples, so I need to get that too. So I'm looking at the XP rates, and that is saying I am getting the next level in 6 hours. The biggest problem is there's no relief from needing to do basic trees anytime soon. At least not before 45. Once I get 45, then I can get the maple trees and fletch those, but there's not... I don't think there's willows, I don't think there's oaks anywhere. I haven't seen anything that's a lower level that I could fletch. And then, let's see, shields I think are a little more XP, but they use 2 at a time, and they're slower? Let's just check XP for everything. So we know that's 5. So what javelins are. 5. Okay, we know that's 10. We know that's gonna be 5. And what are our crossbows? 6. Okay, so longbows are the best? What do I do? Because I still think that this is better for the account long term than cutting longbows and just dropping them, but it's going to take me twice as long. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep doing shafts. I think... because if I can get to the chicken chunk, I can get feathers, and that... actually, that may not give me XP. Do you get XP for adding feathers? I don't... I want to say no. Yep. Very familiar locations. Nothing new. Maples, fishing, just regular trees. I think I would rather go down here, but either or is fine. I'll probably fish if I go down here, and then I'll woodcut fletch if I go up here. 3, 2, 1. So I did say I was going to fish here. I think fletching is too restrictive. I think I got to get that done. Because if I could do these, that would make a huge difference on my XP that I'm getting. And even just the resources. I would have 4 times. I'd have like, what, 16,000 arrow shafts if I was doing maples instead. So, oh, gotta restart that. Sorry. And yeah, so I think fletching it is. Let's keep fletching. Just got a medium clue. Ice Mountain. Nope. You know, my first instinct, I'm so far away from this. But to get out of Soul Wars, I gotta go through Edgeville, which is only 2 chunks away from that. And when am I gonna keep a medium clue, you know? Like, when am I gonna say, oh, that's a good one, when it's just like in my chunk? I don't know if that makes sense. I think maybe I should hold this. We are a quarter of the way done on our fletching level. Evil Bob task. I feel like this came from the time when RuneScape making it hard was just making it tedious. And I don't understand that decision. Things being tedious are just, you know, a waste of time. Anyways, back to my chunk account. It is slow progress. That is for sure. But it is progress, which is good. We're 41% of the way to the level we need for maples. Fletching, this is more fletching. This is a really shitty fletching. And this is sand crabs. This is what I want. This is my goal. 3, 2, 1. Alright, so I've checked all this out before. This is my best area coming from the east side. These trees prevent me from getting in here to fight the moss giants. So we got some fletching here. You know what? I think there's going to be plenty of trees. They're decently grouped. And I, like, honestly, the last 2 chunks I've been in, this is kind of the area I was using anyways. Like, this is the amount of space I was using anyways, so let's put another pretty good sized dent into this requirement. And the exciting thing, in a way, is I know where I'm going next. And I know that has maples in it. So if we can get really close in this chunk, we should be fletching maples on the next one. Okay, I'm calling an audible on this plan. I am about 2 hours, according from this calculator, which I don't think is accurate right now. I think I'm doing more XP. But anyways, so I got 53 minutes left in this chunk. This says about 2 hours. If I shift over to longbows, that's going to double my rate. And I'll be way closer to maples when I go into the next chunk. And I think that will be way better overall. So let's do that. Sometimes I get too in the zone on what I am doing that I forget what I'm supposed to be doing. And I just made a whole thing of arrow shafts instead of longbows. So I have reset the counter, and this is saying I'm 40 minutes away. Which, if that's the case, that's huge. I think this may be a mistake. But according to the XP thing, it tells me I am 10 minutes away, or 9 minutes away from the level. I got 20 minutes left. I do still think arrow shafts are gonna benefit me later on. So now I'm going to switch back, and I should be able to still time it to where I am getting 45 fletching by the time I'm done with this chunk. Yeah, so it says 820 based on doing longbows earlier. So it's gonna recalculate, but I should have plenty of time to get it. Even if something bad happens and for whatever reason we don't finish it, we're only 32 logs away, which won't take long. But I don't see why anything other than like a maze random event. I can't imagine something really getting in the way at this point. We're pretty much done. Look at that. 45 fletching. I do think that was the right move. Alright, we made some pretty good progress. We finished our fletching grind just in time. We are ready for our maples. Gonna hopefully build up a nice stack of arrow shafts and get some more XP done. Work towards 72 for the U's. But yeah, so that's the end of this episode. Please like and subscribe, and I'll be back soon.